Hello, YouTube. You know this is, and just in case you forgot, just in case you slipped up, this is Tasmaya. I want to give a shout out to my brother Stephen, also known as Mr. Fritas. I love you. Um, I want to do a video today, um, and I think in this video I'm going to discuss. Anyway, um, in this video, I want to talk about something that I never really thought about until today or yesterday. Um, I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and he basically told me that he has until January. The doctor told him that he has um, liver problems and he has four. His liver is in stage 4 um, cancer of the liver, and they're giving him until December or January. January at the top to survive. Now, I'm not gonna cry in this video. You know, I did all my crying when he first told me about it 2 days ago. Um, but I do think about it because, he's a really good person, really generous, really loving, and this had to happen to him. And one of the things that I always think about is, why is it the good people die young? The good people die, you know, really before time, and the evil people, the ones who connive, the one who backstab, the one who do all these bad things, they live forever. And I've never really knew the answer to that. And I wish that I did, because it really upsets me. But you know what? I believe in somebody. And that person that I believe in, regardless of what people want to say about him, regardless of people think about them. Some people have shamed him. Some people have put his name to shame. Some people have talked about him. Some people have denied him. Some people have, and I'm guilty of this too, turned their back on him. They forsake him. But I know he's always there, and he's always willing to forgive you, and that's Jesus. And I know people who's been giving a 2% chance of surviving, people that have been given a 20% chance of surviving, and they made it to be longer, and they lived longer. And let me tell you something. I know a woman right now that I could speak of, rest your soul, and she's not dead, she's alive. She was diagnosed with a form of cancer that was rare about 14 years ago, and it's 14 years later, and this woman is still living. My grandmother had fluid around her heart, and they thought she was going to die. The doctors told me, and they told my family, that we literally need to start planning for her funeral because she's going to die. And let me tell you something. My grandmother lived exactly 2 years after that. And let me tell you something. I had a dream, and in my dream, my grandfather told me that my grandmother was going to be restored back to us. When she was in a hospital, we thought she was going to pass away. The doctor, I had a dream, and in the dream, my grandfather was saying, restoration. And before then, I didn't know what restoration means. And this was about 3 years prior, 3 years ago. I didn't know what restore means or restoration means. But finally, I grabbed the dictionary, I looked at it, and it means to take something old and make it brand new again. And that's exactly what happened to my grandmother. My grandmother started feeling better. And like I said, she lived 2 years. When they gave her 6 months max, she lived 2 years after that. And then she died because I personally believe that she gave up. That's why. Her husband is deceased. She had kids who are deceased, so I'm sure she wanted to go be with her family. You know, rest in peace, Nana. But like I said, you know, he's supposed to be passing by December or January, and I pray that it's longer. I pray that he lives longer, even if it's a year longer, even if it's 2 years longer. I pray. Also, too, that they put him on the list for him to get a transplant. And even if they take a piece of someone's liver and they put it on his liver, it'll grow. Same thing with your liver. If they cut a piece of your liver and your liver is healthy, your liver will grow back. It'll heal itself. And that's what's so special about your liver. But let me tell you something. Me talking about this with him and me seeing these stories that I've seen or I saw in these past few days have gave me courage and strength to be proud of who I am. Not just in certain aspects, but in everything at all. You know, I used to be not ashamed to be transsexual, but I used to not really want anyone to know. I used to do everything in my power to make it to where people did not know that I was transsexual. Well, let me tell you something. I decided that life is too short, and you could die tomorrow. You could die 2 weeks from now. You could die, you know, you go into the doctor by just a stomach ache and they tell you that you have only 2 weeks to live, which, by the way, that happened to a guy that this guy knew last month. He died 10 days after a stomach ache because he had stomach cancer and he didn't know. He had a stomach ache for 9 months and found out that he had stomach cancer. And I just love my life now, even more importantly. And I'm so comfortable being transgendered. I'm so comfortable being transsexual that I really don't care no more. I don't care if it gets out that I'm transsexual. I don't care if it gets out that I'm transgendered. I really don't. You know what? Because I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of my ancestors. I'm proud for those who fought for my rights. I'm proud for those who are still fighting for my rights. I want to thank you. If you're watching this video and you're out there fighting for transgendered rights and transsexual rights and getting equality and peace upon us, I congratulate you, baby. If you're standing up being transgendered and going to these motivational speech conferences and explaining to people what transsexuality is, I applaud you, baby. I'm proud to be who I am, and I will not deny it. And that's just me. I love my life, and I love how I'm changing for the better. You know, I used to really take this for granted, and I think that there's a lot of transgender people out there right now, and I don't want to say no names, but a lot of you take this for granted too. A lot of you are thinking it's a glamorous thing, and you're glamorizing this. A lot of you are sitting up not really wanting to do this, but doing this for fun, just because you feel like it will get you attention or it will take you to the next level of making your money. And shame on you if you're doing that, because it's deeper than that. I'm proud of who I am, and you should too. Anyway, well, that's enough. You can see my makeup in the background. I love makeup. I love eyeshadow. But anyway, bye bye YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Steven. My channel will be back up and running, so I will not be having to upload videos on my brother's channel. Anyway, bye YouTube. Talk to you another time. Peace out. Peace out. Ooh.